That's what it is. Like what you're supposed to be rough with the people that you love. That's a problem nowadays anyway. Everybody wants to show tough love. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be gentle with what you care about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And treat it like a private possession. So with that being said, like y'all think Russ off, but I think he on man time.
Oh bullshit. For those of you who are just chiming in, sorry for the inconvenience, but we were not just lying, but just going running that back real quick on what we're doing tonight. Our topic is what's the 411. We're talking about all the hot tea that's brewing in social media today. So thank you for joining us. Shout out to everybody who's on our live right now. Again, sorry for the inconvenience, but we started off with Sierra and Russell just talking about how there's plenty of people calling them names thinking he's soft, and how we think that it's man time. You know, he's taking care of his family, he's doing what he needs to do for them kids, he's even, you know, doing for a child that's not even biologically his. So I don't really think that that's soft. I think that that's pretty dope.
Yeah. And to you know, take pride in making sure your family is happy and well and healthy. You know, that's definitely a plus for me too. Any man that can't take care of his family is not a man that I respect for the most part. But it is what it is.
Shout out to Sierra and Russell. They're looking good as fuck. Okay, keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Next we got on our list is Janae Aiko and Big Sean. Shout out to them. I'm so excited about this baby they're having. I absolutely love her. I love her music. I love him. I love his music. I love them. I love them together. So shout out to them.
And they actually went through, you know, a little time in their relationship, but things wasn't that great. You know, they did definitely split up for a little short amount of time. You know, started dating other people, needless to say, but hey, they found their way back. You hear me? They found their way back.
Hey, they say let a dog roam, he'll find his way home. So yeah, shout out to them. So next on our list we have Diddy and Young Miami, and what the fuck they got going on. I seen a little bit of the podcast that she had going on. As a matter of fact, I just seen the clips on the Shade Room, and all I heard is real bad.
Well, she was like, so do we go together?
Right.
And he was like, I don't know, do we go together? And he was like, she was like, yeah, real bad. And he was like, whatever you say.
And she said, I like that.
Yeah, I like that. So that means that Young Miami is running the show over there.
Or is she? Because there's a third woman too that's kind of been brewing in the pot. Or am I tripping? Because I didn't see the third one. First, I seen this third woman talking shit about the song that Diddy just released. She said it wouldn't even have been a song if she ain't telling to release it. So like, she ain't the only one running the show.
Man, there's always a bit of broad behind.
So you think it's the third woman that's bitter?
I mean, for one, my thing is this. Her and Young Miami was going back and forth because the female posted a photo of her and Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Just a random photo. I think he had his hand on her chest or something. And Young Miami was like, I don't care how many pictures you post with it. Hey, I'm not going nowhere. Hey, her exact words, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
But is that okay? Does that make her bitter?
I think that going back and forth, Pop, like, I feel like if nobody really gave a fuck, like, they wouldn't have went back and forth and did all that, you know what I'm saying, in the public eye like that.
Right.
You know, knowing it was involving him, you know, his career is important, you know what I'm saying, and any woman that's definitely fucking with him wants to make sure that, you know, he's still standing tall in whatever business he does. So, you know, the person you dealing with is it's supposed to be the reflection of you.
Well, he got a lot of motherfucking reflection.
Hey,
did y'all catch last week's show?
Hey,
there's plenty more fish out there. I don't know what the fuck.
Hey, Diddy the man with the master plan. Hey, but shout out to him and Young Miami. I mean, everybody was in Paris over the weekend. I think it was like Fashion Week or it was a festival out there. Yeah, everybody was out there. They look great together, like they always do. Needless to say, but
So you like them together? Real bad.
Look, I don't even know if they. Look, I don't even know if they together. Like he never.
Murder.
He never confirmed it. He's just like going with the flow, but he loves the shit. He supports her. When she made her little poster, you know, at his little at the
What did he say?
awards, Lil Poppy. He said he's never had nobody do anything like that for him before. You know, he's rich. He's used to certain things, and so that small gesture probably meant a whole lot to that man. So she put, hey, hot girls up
1,000.
1K. Hey, shout out to everybody on the live. We see y'all.
Yes.
It's good to have everybody back here.
What's up? All right, guys. So, who else is trending right now with the whole, love thing going on?
Oh, well, I'm going out there with, my bad, I'm sorry. With, Portia and Simon. Hey, Portia and Simon living their best life right now. Hey, Steve Harvey and Marjorie acting up. And I love them together. Hey, Marjorie singing,
Let's talk about the daughter.
Lori Faye.
She fast?
Yeah.
You think so?
I
Or do
think-
you think she's just exploring her options?
I think Lori is I think she's exploring her options, but I also think that she's an epitome of the man she loves, and I think that person is, which I could be wrong, arguably, but I think she really loves Future. You know what I'm saying? They have ran it back. I don't know if y'all keep track, but Future and Lori Harvey have ran it back, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 times, and I feel like soon they'll be back together. You know what I'm saying? And for good. So y'all remember that I said this, okay? Lori Harvey and Future will be back together soon.
I might have to disagree. I think what's happening is we also had a show based on this. It's the power of the PUSSY.
The power of the PUSSY.
So I feel like, I feel like she's giving and she's dating. You know what I'm saying? She fucks with these guys that she's dating, but I think they're falling for her far more than she's falling for them.
I mean,
And
she's
so when-
beautiful.
and
She's
so when
beautiful, young.
But it's not all about looks. It's part of her personality. It's, you know what I'm saying? Her everything. You know what I'm saying? And her intentions was probably never really to fall in love and want to get married. You know what I'm saying? So I think with Michael B. Jordan, it was a situation where he was ready to get married.
I mean, she definitely has a thing for older guys.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Future's well older than Lori Harvey. I don't know how old Future is, but I think how old is she?
Well, maybe she just see him in her future.
Or maybe she just see him in her future. Oh my goodness. Hey, let's talk about the girl. The girl. How do you say her name?
Who? Krishan.
Christian?
No,
Krishan.
Krishan.
Krishan and Blueface.
Man, but I feel like you think that's love?
Nah, I think she foolish as fuck. But
When they fuck with each other.
yeah, they both
I
foolish
think so,
together.
too,
So that's some dangerously in love shit. They both foolish together.
Man, listen, I'm not showing. Listen, she doing a lot.
She said he got that dick to make you go crazy. She said it the other day. She made the post.
There's plenty more dicks that'll make you go crazy.
Yeah.
There's plenty more.
You just gotta get out of the sample.
Sushi. What'd you say last?
Y'all, she went.
Yeah.
She went and got a fucking tooth with the ass face on her tooth.
I'm over here geeking. I'm so sorry. Hey, I'm over here naming fish because I'm like that.
Hey, I heard you talk about tilapia.
Oh bullshit.
Hey.
I think she's a fool. Also, I think she's young and dumb.
Yeah.
Which
We've all been.
yeah, but
Needless to say, it's very entertaining. She said, hey, yeah, not to that extent. I ain't gonna hold you.
it is entertaining as fuck, but it's a little, you know what I'm saying, embarrassing as well, for real. You know what I'm saying? She's a young black woman at that, and I feel like he's
Her image is important.
Absolutely, I feel like he's making a complete fool out of her.
He loves her.
Yeah,
And
but
it's sad that they have to go through the foolishness.
But look at everything
They're
they're broadcasting on
you know what I'm
social
saying?
media.
Yeah, it's just very unhealthy love.
Yeah.
So that's the case for that. All
All
right,
right, so moving right along, we're gonna go.
moving right along.
We're gonna go right into the category of talk. What's being talked about right now?
They
And
want to
of
talk
course-
about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Of course, we're gonna start off with your boy Ray J.
Ray J been talking since the verses was over.
And he been trying to sing since the verses was over. And your man has been trying to get vocal lessons, and he's been singing all of his life.
Ray J been trying to get back since the verses on any type of way he can.
Did he try to put it on his son, talk about the baby don't want him to sing, he think he'll be a better actor? Nigga, we all think. You should stop singing. Because what the fuck was that about? Was that really how he sounded?
That makes you think, can he
even sing?
able to sing in the beginning? Was that all?
Or did he just get on because he Brandy brother?
Of course.
I had an argument with somebody the same day as the verses. I ain't even gonna call you out about who it is, but we had a debate. And he told me, Ray J gonna do this. I said, what? I said, yeah, Ray J got 2 hits. I said that's Stacey, Can I, and
Yeah, one wish.
One wish.
One wish.
Nah, I do feel like he got put on because Brandy was his sister. He
That's
started
right.
off with Moesha. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or he started before that.
Brandy put him in the pocket.
Hopefully it was Moesha.
But she did what she was supposed to do. Hey,
Of course.
get my man in. Get
But
my man
I'm
in.
just saying, though, if he can get away with it like that, and they got the equipment to, make him sound at least okay.
He
Is there
already-
anybody that can do that?
He obviously wasn't prepared for the verses either way,
Can
though.
somebody put me on?
Ray J.
Ain't no bullshit. He ain't have a babysitter. Hey, didn't he say he was trying to sing for his wife? I would have been like this.
Yeah.
That Poppy would have said, stop it. Please, nigga. What are you doing, man? This is embarrassing. You can't sing, and I've been trying to tell you that for a long motherfucking time. I know Princess knew that nigga couldn't sing. That was her fault. Why you let your nigga get up there like that?
Yeah, Princess should have said, baby, not tonight. You sound like you got COVID.
No, bitch, did you say
Give me the baby. Look, give me the baby.
Because some said it sounded like you got COVID. You retarded, guys.
Ray J wild as shit for that whole incident. Needless to say.
Moving right along, we have Caesar Emmanuel. How do y'all feel about that? There was just a video released of Caesar hitting a dog with a chair, and initially he blamed it on his ex-girlfriend, who he said was upset because he left her. In return, she said that was not the case. She left him after his birthday party. He had slept with another girl a week prior to his birthday, blah, 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 blah. So, of course, they were going back and forth. In return, or as a result of him, committing this animal cruelty, he has lost his contract with VH1. Is it VH1?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you guys think that was the proper punishment for that?
Well, me personally, first I want to say we do not condone animal cruelty
Absolutely
at all.
not.
So that's a
Absolutely
no-no.
not.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I have fucked my dog up before. For no.
I understand that part, and there's a certain there's a thin line.
Of course,
there's a thin line.
of course.
When you're trying to teach your pet something, and then when you're just
Right.
solely abusing a puppy.
Right. But we didn't see any other footage outside of that. So, and I'm not justifying nothing because again, we don't condone animal cruelty. I love my dog, dogs plural. But I do think hitting the dog with the chair was a little, too much.
Absolutely.
Do I think that it should have went as far as him losing his contract on VH1. I mean, that is his whole livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what he's eating off of. This is.
You know what? I mean, it's definitely debatable. I think at the end of the day, with this situation with Caesar shows us is that you have to remain humble.
But
You
also,
gotta-
but also he should have known how they treat dogs. Like, dogs have rights. Dogs have, dogs.
Yes,
You
yes,
do
yes.
anything to dogs these days to get time for. Like,
Yeah.
No,
dog,
yeah.
dog is like a person. Like,
Yeah.
so the
She
shit.
get time for killing other shit too.
Yeah, but this, the serious.
They do not play with that animal
Right,
cruelty.
the
That's a
serious-
felony.
The seriousness of that, you should have thought about that.
Right.
But in the heat of the moment, I'm sure you're not thinking about that.
So again, do you think that the punishment that he received behind that, because this is not it, of course, he's probably going to face charges and things. Of
Oh
that
yeah,
nature,
and
but-
they're gonna make an example out of him just like they made an example out of I'm sorry, what's the football player?
Oh, they make it like the dog.
Yeah,
Oh, Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. Yeah, just like they tried to make an example out of Michael Vick. Just because. But needless to say, you have to humble with yourself because Caesar got a little big headed. You know what I'm saying? Blackie made a jump out there, and he been good ever since, putting his peoples on. Him and his daughter going back and forth in the media, having physical altercations and stuff like that. You just gotta humble yourself, cause today everything could be good, and tomorrow everything could be
Right.
downfall.
Right.
So I think this is just a very good example.
I think it's a wake-up call for him. I don't think that his intentions was to, lose everything as a result of his actions. I do think that he has realized how much he has fucked up, and it is what it is. So sending, shout out prayers to Caesar. I don't wish the man no bad, but I also hope that this is a humbling learning experience for him. So
For sure.
moving right along. We are going to get into Northwest.
I love North
So
because
she
she
is
is so ye to the T. Like she is her father's child. She don't play with Kim. She don't play with the media. She is just her father all day.
I think they all are. I think they are all a spitting image of gay. I think that she don't give a fuck. For those of you who don't know, Northwest has been like asking the paparazzi, why y'all always out here when we come outside? Like, why y'all always gotta take pictures?
Yeah.
She's holding up signs now that says "Stop it" or something like
Yeah.
that, right? Or something.
Yeah.
So she's a little over it.
She got a long way to go.
But this is
North
not
been in the
bullshit,
media from day one, so it's gotta be different.
So why was it a problem for her to be on TikTok? Like, it's a whole, you know what I'm saying? So my question is this. Is there a way for Kim to kind of keep her from all of that? Why do you have to take her to all the fashion shows? You know what I'm saying? If she doesn't
Well, I don't
like...
think she's involved in all of them. They have Children's Fashion Week and all that stuff. So I don't think she's involved solely in that. And I think Kim wants to keep her kids out of the media as much as possible. I would hope.
Well, you can, because first and foremost, you're Kim. You're Kim Kardashian. You're covering your face, but you're not covering their face. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows who these kids are, especially when you're going to these types of fashion shows. You are in a designer world. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like if Northwest does not like it,
Don't take her.
then don't take her. Give her that choice, give her that option, and that's just how I feel about it. You can't make her or force her to do something. I feel like Kim is going to naturally put her kids into the modeling industry and fashion week and things like that because that's her lifestyle.
Yeah.
But not really realizing that it's different for they don't give a shit about none
Right.
of that.
Right.
They want to be on TikTok. You know
And
what
that's how
I'm saying?
9 times out of 10 those celebrity children grow up
Mhm.
and they're mentally damaged
Right.
and things of
Right.
that sort. It's
Right.
like there's so many examples I could break down on
Right.
Macaulay Culkin is bananas right now,
I'm all right.
Oh, we all remember, him from Home Alone, and there's quite a few people.
Yeah.
Olsen twins.
Yeah, the Olsen twins. Just a lot of celebrities. When they grow up, they are just damaged, and it's just crazy. I actually wanted to get into Safari They are the messiest couple in Hollywood right now, I have to say.
Absolutely. I think it's Erica.
I think Erica is foolish. You know, I feel like if something was going on in my marriage to that extent, I would have never blasted that on the media. Like she said, you know, I'm fed up at this point.
Right.
Which is what she said, you know. I get it. But I don't think the world would have went through my divorce with me.
They're not even completely divorced yet, right?
Oh, I thought they were, but
I'm not sure.
her and like Safari's side chick, who he's now dating, were going back and forth last week, and it was just crazy. And just
I seen that, and I like Erica, and I have seen the growth in Erica from when she was on
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop, the first time when she made her appearance, and I just feel like when Erica got put on and got to where she is,
When
she
Richard
got-
Dollars got
she
shout
got
out to
the
Richard
hit.
Dollars.
she got the hit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think being in the social media world, or in the what word am I looking for?
In Hollywood, being a celebrity,
Just right, being a celebrity, it made her big headed, but that's all she knows. You know what I'm saying? So she does not know how to privately handle her relationships, because if you think about it, her relationships before then, she was posting and things like that. And I know a lot of people always say, you know, mind our business and things like that. But people have to understand that when you put all of your business on social media, you've now opened the door for the opinions of others, the viewers, like me. So I'd rather not mind my business when I'm seeing it. And that's just me. If I see it and it's entertainment, it is what it is. And then boom, we got a show. You know what I'm saying? So
straight like that.
hey, so keep it going. Help me help you. But no, I just feel like Erica still has a lot of growing to do. I feel like the kids that she has with Safari, we've seen those two kids far more than we've seen her first son.
Yeah,
Where is it?
I think it's wild too. Her,
I have questions,
her-
but I only have these questions because you fed me all this information. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't put all of this out there like that, I wouldn't even know. But
Her
where is
excuse
the other son?
Her excuse is that her other son doesn't like being in the media.
It doesn't matter. Neither does the other two kids.
No, I get it. I get it, and I think the same thing as well. Like, how come you weren't like this with your other child? Because their father wasn't a celebrity. I mean,
That's exactly
straight
what it
to
is.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what it is.
She's like Erica seems very bitter. I will say that. She seems like the whole not to letting Safari see his kids and all that. Look, let me tell you something.
I think her
y'all
baby's big.
gonna get y'all kids with
She
me.
done had a baby by Nicki Minaj's ex. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it.
Kind of put her somewhere.
Yeah, stepped her up a little bit. So she's more so showing these kids off like that as bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And meanwhile, Safari ain't nothing even to brag on.
Safari don't even give a fuck. That man is still pulmonary. He's still whining this shit. So
Hey, bonfire. Like,
He asked for a lot of attention too, like posting stuff with his
But he
all
goofy.
that, all that.
but
kind of
that's
stuff,
Safari's
doing all that
demeanor.
goofy stuff.
But that's why I said,
He been goofy.
Deal with that.
He been goofy. Did Safari run from Meek Mill? Or Meek ran from
No,
somebody?
I guess they got wrong.
It was somebody.
Where was that, Philly?
Oh, where did it go?
I think they was, yeah. Meek and them hop out the truck She got her
Her weed, her candle.
her candles with her plants and her
Meditating.
Hey, I'm bothered this stuff. I love that for her. I really did. I love that for
But
her.
so they were okay. So he had an outdoor signing or something, and she was there. The kids was there. They were hugging. They were taking
That
pictures.
led some of us that led an open door for some of us to think that they may possibly be back together from that incident.
Well, but then I started reading, on that, and they were saying that I forgot what the white girl name was, but I did watch her on
JoJo.
Yes,
That's JoJo.
she they were saying she was his manager or something like that.
I don't know, but
They was in the bed together before. I thought I seen something trending where they was laying together.
you probably did though.
Yeah.
You definitely probably did. And I don't know. I mean, I just feel like, Kevin Gates needs to fix that. He did say in a new song that he dropped that this whole time he stayed there and happy just to protect her image, quote unquote. And so that's got to be a little bit challenging. You know what I'm saying, in a relationship. Whatever, but we love, Kevin and Drake. I think the world does. They seem like they're perfect together. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but I hope they fix that situation.
Absolutely. So shout out to them. We have a comment on our live from Miss Chrissy Green. She said, different levels, different devils. I think a lot of people in the public eye are lonely, so social media is the only outlet they can use. You're absolutely right. I think everybody deals with things differently or handle it differently. Me personally, I'm not going to put my relationship issues and things like that on social media. One day you're going to think I'm in a relationship.
The next day you're going to be like, damn,
she's bitter.
Right,
Like,
shit.
keep in mind.
Whole time I'm
social
in
media-
love behind closed doors and I'm good.
Yeah, keep in mind social media is just entertainment purposes only, guys. People retweet, repost, and do shit
It's not
like
real.
that all day.
You can be who you want to be on social media. Period.
Absolutely. So moving right along, we have now covered love. We've covered what's being talked about in the media. We are moving right along to the bullshit. I have definitely got to start this bullshit off with Omarion. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the whole B2K and what he got going on, but I had heard some things about him coming up or releasing a documentary. But it's only going as far back as 2019. Nigga, that was yesterday. I'm gonna need to go back to B2K. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when it comes on, the opening of the documentary, it sounds like some Avengers shit. So to me, I thought that was very childish. It's very corny. I think that that's bullshit. What do you think that they like? I know it's some tension because
It's
the
always
guy
gonna
who
be tension.
stated it's his baby mom. Like,
It's always got to
It's
be
messy.
tension. And to be honest with you, I feel like Omarion been like fuck B2K long ago. So I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like when Omarion decided to go solo, he showed everybody that he was done. It is what it is.
I think that they definitely be hating on Omarion to a certain extent. You can pretty much tell because of how things have been playing out. Like, look at Lil Fizz. He dated the mother of, you know what I'm saying, Omarion's kids. Like, y'all were in a whole fucking group together. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I think you all are grown men. Y'all should kind of bring it down a notch.
That's crazy.
So, moving right along, we have Brittany Griner.
That's total bullshit.
That's definitely bullshit.
Brittany Griner, if you guys don't know, she's a WNBA star. She got caught with vape cartridges while she was traveling through Russia. Apparently, they are illegal there. She got arrested. She was looking at 10 years in prison. Brittany Griner has been locked up now for over 100-some days in Russia. Over 100-some days now.
0.7.
And
That's all the bullshit.
actually, last Wednesday, Brittany Griner pled guilty to this charge. I think it's total bullshit because, for one, Brittany is not Russian. Apparently, from my understanding from her wife, she's having trouble going through a trial because she doesn't even have nobody who speaks blatant English there in support of her. So, that's bullshit for her to have to go through a trial in another country without, fully having our support,
Right.
Um,
Does she even understand everything that's going on?
That's the thing. But needless to say, it doesn't matter now because she went ahead and pled guilty for this charge Wednesday that just passed. So, we don't know what's going to happen. I do know that she wrote President Biden a letter. I do know he received her letter, and I do know that I think he's touched base with her, and he has spoken with her. I don't know what she told him, but 2 days after that, she was pleading guilty to this charge.
What about the exchange that they're offering?
I think it's total bullshit.
I seen something where there was some type of exchange that they were offering. I think that
The only way is to release one of their people from,
Like
our custody.
some type of
And
Like a
apparently,
drug dealer, like a
Yeah, kingpin.
killer, like he's a
he's a big time.
is he a kingpin or a spy?
I think he got to deal with the guns and weapons and stuff. Like I think that Michael something he got to deal with weapons and stuff like that.
Okay.
So he's like,
But that's how they normally do it. You give and take.
well, also Biden also said like he haven't talked to Brittany himself. He talked to his wife, but also he said like there's other people over here too.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So
other
it's not
American
just,
men.
Not just
I understand what you're saying.
Brittany's
and all
getting a
that
lot
stuff,
of
and I'm here for you,
the
but,
media.
there's other people that was there before you that's been there for years and all that stuff. So they gonna use an example. They gonna run it.
Yeah.
They gonna run it up.
Everybody who's chiming in, what are your thoughts on the Brittany Griner situation that's going on right now? And do you think that it would be a fair trade to exchange this guy that we have here for her?
Or do you skip the other people that was before her too?
And just
That's true too.
yeah,
You know,
that's a good one. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
because
Like-
apparently there's a family of from my understanding, a U.S. spy
Yeah,
who
that's
was
the guy over there.
who was in Russia. He's been there for 3 years
Yeah.
now. And his family is like, I know Brittany Griner is getting all the media because, she's a celebrity and she's in the WNBA, but, our child has been over there for 3 years and he was working for y'all.
Exactly. So it's like, do you skip all that and get to her? You gotta think about the other Americans too.
So it sounds like she's gonna be in there for a minute.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they're going to try to make an example of
And plus the war and all that stuff going on and stuff
And
that
that's
they
why-
stop from them, like all our, transportation and all that stuff, like stuff getting shipped there, all that's getting cut off. So
Yeah,
I feel sorry for her.
I do too.
Um,
I do too.
so definitely,
She definitely said she's scared. In the letter, she also told President Biden that she thinks that she's gonna spend the rest of her life.
better 10 years.
Yeah, so that's the mindset that she has right now. It's
fuck that. Let's get a petition going.
that's fine.
Let's
That's
sign that
fine.
shit.
I do know Chris Brown made a post the other day. He was very upset by the fact that she even pled guilty to this charge.
And she had it. She had to. That's the only way the trial was gonna get full. The longer she wait, the longer the trial was gonna wait to
Why
start.
she couldn't
So she had
plead
to.
like no contact?
Cause she had it. It was just a point set one little cartridge.
Okay, but I'm pleading guilty to having it, not to being guilty for like
Yeah,
breaking
like
the
trying to
law.
slow, like trying to slow
Yeah,
and all
like-
that stuff, right?
It's just
It's wild. Needless to say, I hope Brittany Griner, I'm gonna just continue to pray for her. Her situation is very messy right now. Needless to say, she doesn't deserve that. Some cartridges. They gonna treat her like she was a kingpin over there, and that's not the case.
One cartridge.
But with that being said, let's go into the Gunna and Young Thugger RICO case. Since we talking bullshit, I think it's bullshit that they using these people's lyrics in a trial for this case. I think that's wild as shit.
I do
I
too.
think
I've seen in the media that they've been like denying their bonds, saying they pose a threat to the community. And I just think that anything that they can use against these black men, they are going to use, and they have nothing else to use but their lyrics.
we're supposed to have freedom of speech. That's not the case, clearly.
And we all are aware of that. In the black community, we don't have the freedom of shit. If we being real here, anything we do, you know what I'm saying, is pretty much an issue. And with that being said, I just feel like these rappers nowadays, like, because we know how society works and things that are happening to us and how anything can be used against us, I feel like they should be a little bit more mindful and careful of what they're rapping about. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these rappers are real rappers and they're rapping about their lifestyle, which means they're living in this, which means that their lyrics are true. Then you have rappers who are just rapping and they never even been in a gunfight. You know what I'm saying? They're just rapping it because maybe it sounds good or
Right,
that's what
because
everybody
that's
else
what
is-
everybody want to
you know
hear.
what I'm saying?
They want to hear the track.
And so I just feel like I get it and I get that you're telling your story, but you have to be mindful of that because, again, do we mind our business? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not when you're sharing certain shit with us. And so when you're in a position like being an officer or a prosecutor or a judge, like you have to use everything that's evident. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. That's the reality of it. Is it right? No, because this could be a lifestyle for them. My thing is it started from, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It could help these men.
Right.
Help
Right.
them. You know what I'm saying? Don't use what they are using as a platform or, you know, what they're using to survive in these streets against them because I feel like they could be out here, you know what I'm
It
saying?
could be
Like,
bullshit. Like,
yeah,
just
like-
either way, that just flat out. It could
Yeah.
be bullshit. Like, how you gonna use their lyrics? It could be bullshit. They could be saying that's their shit to sell records to a certain,
Community.
like,
So
you know, a
somebody-
certain community. Yeah, you know, a certain group of people. You know, that's just what it is. And for them to use that is some bullshit. But to go right into it, we'll go into the Jalen Walker shooting. The young man that just got shot in Ohio. If I'm not mistaken, was it in Ohio or was it
I didn't-
Chicago?
I don't know if I heard about that.
Jalen Walker got shot a total of 60 some times by I want to say maybe it was Illinois. If somebody is on the live, can y'all let us know what state the Jalen Walker shooting was in? But yes, apparently Jalen Walker was not armed when he was shot. He had jumped out of a vehicle, which they say gunfire came out of. He was driving the car. They want to chase Jalen hops out of the car. They light him up about 60 sometimes. Needless to say, an African American boy. So they have been protesting for the last 2 weeks now. I want to really say it's in Illinois, but again, I could be wrong. If anybody knows, correct me. But what do you think about that? One of my coworkers were like, you know, he shouldn't have been in that place and time, you know, or it wouldn't have happened. And then, you know, I'm sitting there like, well, you know, sometimes we ain't gotta be doing shit and we getting laid down. So, you know,
Well, according to what you just said, if I heard you correctly, you said that the vehicle was being chased and he got out and ran. So I think that that's where he went wrong. I think the black community is crazy, but I'm gonna stick aside. You know what I'm saying? So right is right and wrong is wrong. So I feel like I'm not saying that how many times they shot him or even shooting was
Justifiable.
okay. But I'm just saying that maybe you said his name is Jalen.
yes, his name is Jalen Walker.
Jalen
Right.
maybe should have just pulled over and maybe tried cooperating. You know what I'm saying? When you get out, you start running or whatever, like these officers, like we all are aware of what the fuck is going on in society today. All of us, every one of us. I mean, there's cell phones, there's social media, there's the news, there's everywhere you turn, we are hearing about everything. Everything. And if you ain't hear from the news, you can heard it from one of your friends, family, co-workers, whatever, okay? And I just feel like we have got to be careful with the decisions that we are making today. Don't run. They say don't run from a dog. You run from a dog, the dog gonna chase you, and 9 times out of 10 it might bite you. You know what I'm? Don't run. And when you run, you put yourself in a very, very serious situation. And it's unfortunate that he had to lose his life. And prayers up to him and his family. I just feel like we gotta come together. We gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? There's too many
Senseless shooting. Senseless.
And I do hope that, the officers, get some type of punishment for what they've done. I don't think that officers who fatally kill, I don't think all of them are sleeping well at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we go off and we do this and we do that. They receiving enough backlash and threats and shit on the internet, and every which way they turn that they're not even sleeping peacefully. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. So I guess it was in Ohio.
Oh, it was in Ohio. Okay. Yeah. That was wild.
I am going to get into the comments that Macy Gray has made, that has been surfacing on social media.
About the LGBT community,
yes.
or either about homosexuals.
I heard a clip where she stated that it doesn't matter if you go change your body parts, you are still not a woman. She stated that a woman is a title that you earn, and every female starts off as a girl, and they grow and go through experiences to become a woman. I personally felt that, and I would have to agree with Macy Gray 1,000%. I feel like social media nowadays will take any little thing that somebody says
And flip it.
and flip it. I feel like
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
y'all was doing too much. Y'all made that something that it wasn't. Y'all took the words and twisted it and made it a whole nother fucking meaning. I felt what she said. As a woman, I agree with Macy Gray 1,000%. How do you guys feel about the comments that Macy Gray made? How do you feel about the comment?
I mean, it's definitely a true statement that, regardless of what you do, you're still going to be whatever sex you are, and that goes from male or female. I definitely have homophobic friends. I support the LGBT community. Shout out to all my people. I think it may have been insensitive, but I also think that maybe she didn't think of it as coming out that way. When she, said it. It seemed, Macy Gray seems like she's a straightforward person. Very blunt. And so I don't think that, she expected to get what she got out of that comment. I think, she was just slowly speaking how she felt. That's it. That's all I think. I think, they just looking to reading,
We're looking into deep. Absolutely. I think that was definitely some bullshit. The time now is 8:47, guys, and you guys know that we've touched everything under love talk and the bullshit that's going on. So I feel like this would have been a perfect opportunity to bring up this topic, because I feel like there was a lot of love in it, there was a lot of talking in it, and there was absolutely a lot of bullshit in it. So I know this is about to get a little spicy.
Stingy.
And I'm ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you tell the people what we're about to get into, because I'm gonna sit back for a second because I gotta hear your opinion.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, last week the Shade Room had released Cam Newton's wife's podcast video, and the question was asked to her is, could you explain to us what being submissive is? And and she stated that being submissive is doing everything for my man. That was her exact words.
But we gotta get into details though.
Doing everything. She
She said
said
rubbing his back,
rubbing his back,
what she
putting
said?
him to sleep, making sure he eats, all the
Feeding him.
Yeah. All of the things that a king would get from his queen. You know what I'm saying? She does those things. She said that's her being submissive. She said that is something that she enjoys doing.
But that's hold on. I ain't even mean to cut you off.
This is what's gonna happen.
She also said that being submissive, she is doing things that she does not like. She said that the lady asked her, like what? She said like anal.
Oh, okay.
So she says she does not like anal. She only does it for him.
Yeah, that sounds about right for the typical female.
Okay, but to a certain extent. I feel like a lot of what she does is showing that she loves her man absolutely. As a woman, that's what you do. You provide, you nurture. But when it comes to the point where you're doing things to that extent that you don't like, I feel like that's a little, I feel like your man should be understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be submissive to your man and not do things that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the first time that she's done anal. And she's doing it and she doesn't enjoy it. She doesn't like it. It hurts.
So I guess in but so many words, ladies, like you can be submissive without being a yes man.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree.
You don't have to always say yes about everything.
I
You know,
agree.
sometimes you have to tell your spouse no. You have to, you know, it's just necessary. You have to keep your spouse on their toes. And if you yes, and always giving, it's gonna come to a point where there's a lack of respect there, and that's because of your character. You
Right.
know, you're not a strong individual, and so you know, you can be submissive.
So is being submissive one-sided?
That's an interesting question
is it-
because
is
it
it
seems
one-sided?
like it's only pertaining to the female.
But why? If we're in a relationship, it's a we thing.
I mean,
Feed
I'm
me.
no, that my
You know what I'm
man
saying?
is going to do whatever I'm doing for him. Needless to say.
And right, but
That's a given,
when it comes to that word itself, we're talking female.
Right.
So it should definitely be more good.
I feel like that word should pertain to both parties. You know what I'm saying? That is not, to me, that is not something that is one-sided. I have to agree with you 100% as far as you don't have to be a yes man. Everything doesn't have to be yes. You can say no. Ladies, don't do things that makes you uncomfortable. Me personally, if I don't like it, it makes me uncomfortable, it hurts, or whatever the case may be, then 9 times out of 10, I'm not fucking doing it. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. And if, as my spouse or whatever, like, if you can't respect that, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
And I mean, again,
I mean, she told the world this.
the submissive thing, you know, it is what it is. Some women are naturally like that. You know, I believe that, you know, I'm naturally submissive. I'm naturally a nurturer. You know, I like to make sure that my man is catered to. You know, it is what it is. It makes me feel good just to know that he's taken care of. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And
Yeah,
so
but I
a
think
lot of
that-
things that she has spoken on, not to cut you off, but a lot of things that she has spoken on, I found myself being the same female.
And that's fine if you enjoy doing it. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So I agree with some of the things that she listed. You know what I'm saying, that she does. But I also think that that's not really being submissive. I think that that's being a woman.
Mm.
I think that that's just who we are. You know what I'm saying? We are naturally here to nurture. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we do. This is why men need us. This is what we do. And so again, the word submissive is tricky. You know what I'm saying? Because I again feel like a lot of it is not. It shouldn't be considered being submissive. It's being a woman. Then every woman should probably have that quality if they don't already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But there's some women that don't have that quality. Just like there's some men that don't have, you know, that quality as well. You know, you have some men that don't know how to be gentle. So it's all. They don't know how, period, because they've never seen. And so a lot of times when they find that person who is treating them this way and they're feeling differently, they feel like it's a problem. And all in all, they should be welcoming it with open arms. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, that we back on the bullshit and we talking, you know, relationships. Trick Daddy did an interview and was asked if he would leave his wife if she cheated, and
Oh yeah, I seen that.
and Trick Daddy said that he would rather his wife cheat than to get a divorce and leave him. So I need to know how y'all feel about that.
I don't really. I need more details on that because I don't really know what he means. But I think Trick Daddy just needs to shut up. Trick Daddy also said Beyonce can't sing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just think that Trick Daddy is different.
Yes.
His whole mindset is different. You know what I'm saying? He's
Boosie badass different.
different. He's different.
That
Because I don't even get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather my wife cheat on me than to get a divorce. Like, I don't get it. I need more detail. I need for him to explain.
I mean, that sounds like some insecure ass shit to me. I wouldn't even want to be with nobody who's like, yeah, you know, you just go cheat and come back home and we're good. What? Like,
Well, how about this? Wasn't it Tammy who also released something?
Tammy Rowland.
And she said that she would allow her husband to leave for 2 years
And
make
go
a baby,
Uh-huh.
and come back home.
Yeah. But I
think that's some bullshit.
I think that's some bullshit for sure. I think Tammy is in a position where she's very weak, vulnerable. You know, I think she's accepting of anything right now. Anytime you go make a comment like that. I remember Tammy being very strong-willed. You know, I remember Tammy being with the shit. You know, not letting nobody disrespect her in any type of manner. She did say that she made that comment though because she can't give him a child. So that's what's important in this conversation.
But I think that
And he's young.
I think that that's an escape route for Tammy. You come back in 2 years with a baby, Tammy is going to be like, nigga, please. You know what I'm saying? I think that is an escape route. She loves him. She can't give him a child. And I feel like she's just not being selfish. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that would be her way out of it. Ain't no way in the hell that this black woman is going to allow her man to leave for 2 years. 2 years.
Man, I know
That's 365 days twice.
I know somebody right now. On game, like who fuck with somebody that they can go and come as they please. Young, they don't have to do anything. They can go and come as they please. Drive their car when they want. Get money from them when they want. Ain't obligated to be there or none of that. And the broad is good, young. She's good as long
But is
as
she doing her?
Nah, that's the thing. Like, she waits around for him. It's crazy. Like, I've seen some weak ass females, young. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what is ever going on.
But
Like,
that's-
there's gonna be some trial and error. Somebody gonna
That
feel
goes back to
something
Blueface.
somewhere.
That goes back to Blueface.
I don't
It
get it.
sounds similar. It sounds a lot like them too.
Yeah.
She's gonna wait around for him, no
Yeah.
matter what he does. He got a whole baby on the way. You know what I'm saying? Little mind-boggling, but I'm not gonna settle for that or allow that to happen. So, I do not condone things like that. I'm really big on my health, a livelihood, you know what I'm saying, everything. So, that's not okay. We're not about to just be out here doing whatever and come home whenever you feel
Right.
like that shit is sweet. Fuck ass no.
Yeah.
Fuck no. I actually heard, I was on my way to work the other morning and there was a topic that they were discussing. And if I'm not mistaken, it was 2 women. And one of the girls, the girlfriend left for 2 days. Okay? She didn't answer no text, she didn't call, nothing. Didn't hear from her at all. When she returned home, she explained that she lost somebody and she was just going through something where she was feeling depressed.
Which
So-
is a possibility. I ain't gonna hold you.
They wanted, the
No.
advice from, the people.
You ain't never been in a
No.
position where you just don't want
I'm
to be
calling the
bothered.
person that I'm
You can-
calling
you can-
us a different other that do.
You can say that. You can communicate that if you're in a relationship and y'all live together.
You should communicate that.
Like for
Oh, so
2
they live together and all that.
I mean, they said when she got home. You know what I'm saying? So
Ain't
to
no
me,
excuse
that
for
was
that.
they
Hey,
together.
ain't no excuse for
There's no
disappearing
excuse
for
for
a
that.
while. For real, fuck
Exactly.
with me. I'ma need a text or something. You
Exactly.
ain't got to call me. I ain't
Exactly.
gonna hold you. Hey,
Exactly.
don't call me because for one, I don't like talking on the phone. Shoot me a text. Shoot me a text when we good. I'll see you when you get home.
Right, right. So yeah, that definitely was something being talked about on the radio. I felt like that was bullshit. But well guys, it's been real. We appreciate everybody who has been chiming in since day one. We've seen all of you on the live. Thank you so very much. This was episode 3. We back next week, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Catch us live, YouTube, IG, Facebook. This is Love Talking Bull.